Defeated, I broken the system, had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me. I got the heart of a garden of genius.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Nashville. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return comes Drake. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell,
that's caught inside the 20. And this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Still 9 remaining on second down. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Carr eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes as a coach saying I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Tannehill. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down carry for Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. Past the 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
McGar now for the point after.
And that makes it 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs.
His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next score, Raiders 24, Titans 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Joe Reed returning. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
and the Raiders have got him. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Carr sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Six yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Tannehill on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a little padding here at the end of the half as a turnover leads to 3 more points.
And this has certainly been an opportunistic bunch here in this first half, and they're playing complementary football. Defense takes it away, turns it over to the offense. They converted it into points.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
The 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Tannehill. Complete to Jones. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Shouting through the defense. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Tannehill. This complete to Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go. 30. Run. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Let's get it to
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Firkser, the tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give him a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
And
now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now it's Tannehill.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Clelin Ferrell in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Steps away to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Tannehill now to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Henry again.
Now the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Nagar is up and good
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. On the return comes Drake.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Firkser here.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.